Hello team. So we're continuing on wiring up everything that we need so that we can start working on our project task and our backlog. And before we do anything, I do want to just take one last step that I should have taken in the last video, which is to go to the reducers folder, go to the index.js, and then bring in the backlog reducer. Okay, so that's one last step that we have to take there in order to wire up everything that we need to work with our backlog reducer. Okay, so I honestly forgot to do that in the last lecture, so let's just not move forward without doing this. Then the other thing that I want to show you is two additional designs that I have worked on. And if you installed all the extensions that I told you to install, that I recommended you to install in the if you are using VS Code, you're gonna have live server. So if you can open here live server, let me just bring it to this screen. Basically we have here the project board, which is what we're gonna be wiring up, and this is the the core design of it. Of course we're gonna do a little bit more to it. And then you should have the project task form that we're going to use for both updating and deleting. Now in my prototype, and I do want to explain this so that there's no confusion, in my prototype I did it so that the add project task form didn't allow you to set up the status right off the bat. Because my thinking at that moment is like, if you're creating a task, it's because it's in to do, and then if you start working on it, then you set up the right status. But then I thought, how many times have I not created something that I was already doing that I forgot to create on the board, and then I just wanted to put it there and it was already in progress, or something that I had done that I just wanted to keep record that I did it, right? So that's why you see this change here, and we're gonna actually put in that improvement as well in the project that you and I are building together. I should probably connect my laptop to power. Oh, actually I did. Anyway, so we have the forms. I'm sorry, the designs here. These designs are going to be on the lectures branch, which I believe it's going to be branch 44. So you can grab those two from there, right? Okay, so now we're going to continue on with some administrative work. So here in the components folder, we're going to create a new folder that it's going to be called project board. Okay, so in the project board, we're going to create a few components here. Okay, so first we're going to create the backlog component, which is going to be called backlog.js, and this is just for now. We're obviously going to create the project board.js. Okay, and then let me just check my notes real quick, make sure that I'm not forgetting anything else. So we have the project board, we have the backlog, perfect. And then we're going to create, within the project board, we're going to create another folder called project tasks. And then in this folder, we're going to create a few files. The first one is going to be obviously the project task item itself. Once we have everything in place, we want to display that project task. And then we're going to create our forms. One is going to be add project task.js, and the next one, well, you guessed it, it's going to be update project task. And again, can you reuse this? Can you have one single form for both? Yes, you can. I just want to keep things a little more on the basic side, and then once you get really comfortable with this, then you can go do that on your own. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna leave things for now, because I want you to go grab those designs, and I also really wanna make sure that we're doing things nice and clean, and also that the lectures are not that long in this one. Okay, so just go do that now, get the designs, go ahead and make sure that you create this folder structure this way. By the way, more than welcome to create a folder structure or have a different folder structure. Just in case you think, if you think that you might need my help, if you might need me to look at your code, then it might make sense for you to do it exactly as I'm doing it. But all I want to say is that you don't have to necessarily follow this folder structure. This is nothing specific. This is just my personal preference. Okay. All right. See you in the next video.